there's only really two reasons that you're going to want to come to this section. Number one, another Power Lead System member has given you a share code along with very specific instructions to come to the Companies I Promote section, find your company, select it, and then enter or paste in your company specific URL. This would have your username in it. It would have maybe your member ID, but it would be a very specific page that they're instructing you to paste in. Maybe your getting started page of your network marketing company, something like that. Maybe the buy page of your affiliate offer. But the point is, the link is going to be linking to you. The other reason you would be here is if you were creating a sales funnel or an autoresponder campaign or a sales page, any combination in which the links or buttons on those funnels or in that campaign is going to be linking to an outside website URL. And I'm going to go over that. If that's confusing, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. But if none of those are applicable to you at this very moment, then you can go ahead and skip this video. Now, let's start with the first thing I talked about. Let's say that a Power Lead System member has given you a share code, and inside this funnel that they've created for you, for example, there's a link in the autoresponder campaign. There's a link on the sales page that is linking to, or it needs to link to your getting started page for ABC company. So you would have been instructed to find that company and enter in that specific URL that will be linking to you. And if they did their job correctly of creating this campaign or this sales funnel, then when your prospect gets to the point where they're going to be clicking on the continue button or they see a link inside their autoresponder campaign, that's going to go to whatever URL that you paste here. So let me go back and I'm going to show you how this works if you are actually the one creating the funnel or you're actually the one creating the autoresponder campaign. It's actually really simple. I'm just going to select one of these companies at random, and I'm just going to choose the very top one here. So if I was creating a funnel or an autoresponder campaign, there's probably a getting started page for this company. We're going to assume that I'm going to enter in the getting started page URL. So when I click here to save, so once you've created that code, always click on the website that you entered and make sure it works. Now I'm going to show you how this works in action. I've already created a sales page and it's in my web pages section. So I'm just going to hover over websites, click on web pages, and I'm going to edit this page, this sales page that I've been working on. And I'm going to click on edit text. And now that I have this sales page in front of me, my goal is to make this button link to that outside URL. Now, if I was not going to be sharing this funnel with anybody, well, that's easy. I would just highlight the button, click on the link, and just type in my URL right here. And just click, HTTP, because that's a URL. But that's not my goal. My goal is I want to share this funnel. I want to share it with other people and have it so when their prospects come to this page that I created for them and their prospects click on continue, it's going to be going to their getting started page for our company. And so that's what this whole process is all about. So it's really easy to do what I just said. You're just going to highlight the continue button, click on variables to your web page, and anytime that you ever create a code or you paste in a URL like I just did a few moments ago, it's always going to show up in this drop-down menu as soon as you've created it. And you'll notice at the very top is the one that I created just a few moments ago. And so now that I've got that showing, all I'm going to do is click the word create. And what that does is it creates a code down here for me at the bottom. You'll notice this one says good for buttons. That should give you a clue that this is the one that's going to go behind the button. So I'm just going to copy this little code here, and I'm going to come back. You'll notice the continue button is still highlighted. I'm just going to click on the link icon, and I'm going to paste that variable right there. The protocol should be on other, and I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to click save. And that's really all there is to it. When I create a share code for this particular sales page, and that's all talked about in another video, but once I give this share code to somebody and they enter that share code in their marketing system, the first thing I'm going to be telling them to do is part of my instructions when I gave them that share code is that I'm going to say, hey, you need to go to the companies I promote section. Then you need to locate our company. You need to click on save once you've highlighted it, and you need to paste in our company's getting started URL, just like I showed you at the beginning. So if I've given them the correct instructions and they've pasted in that URL, then that's what makes these share codes so powerful, because now when they use this marketing funnel, and like I said, when their prospects come to that sales page and they click on continue or get started, whatever, then their prospects are going to be directed to the correct page, not to my page, to their page. And it works basically exactly the same inside of an autoresponder campaign. I'm just going to click on view edit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the exact same type of code, except it's going to be in the autoresponder campaign. So wherever the cursor is blinking inside the body of the email, that is where your code will appear once you add it. And let me show you how you add it. Now remember when I said whenever you paste in that URL in the companies I promote section, that company is always going to appear in the drop-down menu. So right here in the autoresponder campaign, you'll notice right here, there it is right there. And so whatever text that you type in here, that is going to be the clickable text that's visible in the body of the email. So I'm going to type in something like get started here. And because the company is showing there, I'm just going to click the word add, and there you go. Now that looks like a long and ugly link, but the fact is, when prospects get this in their email, the only thing that they're going to see is the words get started here. That's going to be a clickable link that's going to link to that outside website URL. So that's how this section works. You're going to love it, and the more you use it, the easier it gets. So just remember, the next time you need to create a funnel or an autoresponder campaign that you're going to be sharing, just come back, watch this video again for a refresher, and you're going to be on your way to creating some amazing content.